Hello boys and girls, this is ImAnderZEL of course, and oh yes, it's time for some more Battlefield 3 gameplay, or it's actually a jet montage, but you should already know this since it's written in the video description. And it actually started off with my very first flight. As you could see, I earned the IR flares, the very first upgrade, and I gotta say that's an upgrade you really shouldn't have to earn. It should be given to you from the start, because it is impossible to actually get something done in the air, or almost, if you aren't a very good pilot in the beginning. I spent about 4 hours getting this gameplay. It ended up being about 28 minutes of actually flying, and it is boiled down basically to 9 minutes of action, dogfights, ground attacks and chopper attacks. And to be real honest, the first 2 hours I was trying to fly was just to earn that IR flare, so everything you see here is actually like the 2 other hours that I was playing air, or flying some jet planes basically, oh yes. And I'm totally new to this. I've never flown any jets before in Battlefield, in any of them, so this is actually very new to me. Or I've flown some in 1942, but I mean that's like 12 years ago when I was a teenager or a kid basically, so this is a lot different. And I'm gonna give you guys what I would describe at least some very good gameplay, some real dogfights that lasts a long time, like this one and another one that is really, I would say, interesting at least. I wouldn't say I'm some kind of pro, but I've gotten really good actually. I managed to get about, I would say, a kill ratio of about 3 or 4 kills per death, so that is pretty good. And most of them actually from other planes, since that's basically what you do. You kill the other plane and then you go for the ground units. And as you can see here, I'm basically using the third person view right here to be able to actually track my target during the dogfight, and this is something that is almost as important as the IR flares. Not exactly as important, but almost, because it is so hard to keep track of your enemy. Oh my god, it takes forever. And this guy actually has a lot more upgrades than me. He actually had like 12 more upgrades, I believe. He basically had 2 stealth and 1 IR upgrade. Basically 2 stealth means that it basically takes like 3 or 4 times as long for a rocket to actually lock on, and I just earned the rockets in the little kill clip before this one, as you might remember, since it's not long ago. So I'm trying to lock on with my missiles, but it's just not working. It's taking such a long time. It is so annoying. And I lose him again. I use the third person view, and there we go, I see him again, and I always have to press Q all the time to even have him. You see how quickly he disappears from the spotting, you know, basically when he has a nice little plane right beside him in red, so you know he's an enemy and where he is, and that just disappears so quickly. Almost got a lock on him right there, but he uses his IR flash. I'm still trying to get a lock on him, and this guy, he is, I would say he's better than me, or we are equal. At least in this clip he is better than me, but finally I get the opportunity, so I switch to my guns and just blast him out of the sky. Oh yes, he got his ass full of lead. Here we got actually a good chopper engagement, and choppers are hard to hit. Actually lock on with my missiles, and then I try to shoot him with my machine guns, but that ain't working so well. Or I actually think it's called, guns or cannons on airplane actually, or a jet, because it's such a large caliber, I believe, like 20 or 30 millimeter rounds. So they're pretty fucking massive, bigger than 50 cal rounds, if you guys know how big those are. So there's definitely some big ass things there, and there I actually earned my first stealth upgrade. I'm like so excited, I just can't hide it. No, I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna sing. That's just gonna make me lose subscribers, as always when I sing, but it's worth it sometimes. We got a good vehicle disabled, but I didn't shoot enough to actually kill the vehicle entirely and kill the guys inside. That is something that feels a lot better when you see those green letters that says you have killed the assholes inside. And there are only a vehicle destroyed. I'm gonna guess that the guys inside actually were or the guys inside actually jumped out before I killed it, because when it says vehicle destroyed, it is blown up, and if there's anyone inside, you're gonna get the kills for that. And when it says like this, vehicle disabled, that just means it doesn't really work that well, and that means the guys inside are still alive, so you don't get any kill score. So you wanna try to stay on them and shoot as long as it takes until you get that kill. But then again, you don't want to crash into the ground without a good reason, because one tank is not worth it, since you have to make sure you can protect your guys from other air to try to shoot them. Basically it's like snipers' job are to take out other snipers and then to shoot the infantry and things like that, and spot and things like that. So yeah, look at this, I got his plane. Oh, there we go, and I destroyed his plane finally. I just damaged it first and then I got the kill, and that feels so good. I even chased him outside the combat area, so that just feels awesome. So going in for another run, I'm feeling lucky right now, so I get a good burst, and there we go. Enemy killed, vehicle destroyed, enemy killed, there we go. That is 300 points right there just in a second. So I mean, if you're good in the planes, in the jets, you can make a shitload of XP, but if you suck, you're just gonna cost your team a lot of XP, or yeah, basically a lot of XP and a lot of lives lost, because planes don't respawn that quickly actually, so you have to be kind of careful. And here we go. Oh, he flew in a straight line a little bit too long, so he is shot in the ass too. He is gonna have a hard time sitting tomorrow. Here we go. Good. Come on, get it. There we go. Vehicle destroyed, and I got the belt speed. I would say this is the best upgrade I ever got, and I actually only played with it about 10 minutes or so. You're gonna see it in the final clip, but it basically allows you to shoot a little bit faster, and you also get to shoot again faster. Basically, you don't have to wait that long between the salvos or the burst before you can shoot again, but it basically means you can put more lead down the range, and that means victory in most books. So we got a nice air duel here right now. Got a dogfight going on. He's using his flares. I'm trying to basically get him in a good position for the guns, because I realized right now that using missiles on other planes just sucks. It's much better to use the locking on sound to scare them a bit, so they will do some stupid move, and then you blast them away with your cannons. And you're gonna see me do just that, switching between them from now and then. When I don't feel like he's flying the way I want, I switch to the flares again, or not to the flares but to the missiles again, and start to lock on. I don't really want to fire the missiles because I know he can just use flares, but it's basically to get him in the right position for me to gun him down. There we go. He used the flares again, and you see there, you got a silhouette, you see the entire fucking top of the plane, and that's when you want to strike, because that's the biggest area to aim for. And again I missed it, so he's really good in air, but now I feel lucky. Oh yes, and we got a big lag right there. Oh my god, but at least I got a vehicle destroyed, and he bails out in his parachute, so I doesn't get to kill him. So that kind of sucks. It always sucks a bit when you don't manage to kill your enemy too, the guy you're aiming for. So I see a lonely little tank on the ground, but it's an Abraham's tank. It's not on personnel carrier, so it's a bit tougher. It's fucking hard to kill those guys. I mean, any tank, like main battle tank, not their armor, the personnel carriers are really hard to kill. So I would guess you would put at least one full salvo or two full salvos into them before they actually blow up. I tried to find another tank here to shoot at, but I don't see anyone, so I just keep on swooshing out. And you want to try to like keep a low altitude so you can dodge between the mountains and the ships and things like that if they lock onto you. And here we go, the last kill for the video ends. We got a chopper. Oh, come on, and an awesome kill right there in slow motion. So thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.